For Learning Unit 4, we're going to be looking at some things involved in nutrition that go beyond just the nutrients that we explored. So we're going to look beyond just proteins, carbs, lipids. We're going to look beyond vitamins and minerals. We're going to kind of take those things, put them into action in some of the things, and then just look at ways that their application matters in the world and the way that they are impacted by conditions in the world. So the first thing that we're going to look at is going to be in chapter 10. We're going to look at fitness and sports, and we're going to examine how our macronutrients are used during exercise and during physical activities. And when each of these are broken down and how they are used and how they can better support physical activity. In chapter 11, we're going to look at eating disorders. So we're going to examine some eating disorders. We're going to look at some risk factors involved with those, some of the effects that they can have on the body. And on the person who suffers from the conditions. So we'll be talking about that in chapter 11. In chapter 12, we're going to look at food safety. So we're going to look at the food supply, how it's protected. With food safety, we're going to be looking at some foodborne illnesses. We're going to look at the culprits of those, so the microorganisms that can cause them, and look at ways to prevent them. And then we're going to close it out in chapter 13. We're going to look at global nutrition. And with that global nutrition, we're going to look at things like hunger, malnutrition, undernutrition. And we're going to be looking at them not just in the United States, but also around the world. And we're going to be examining some of the factors that affect the nutrition status of citizens across the globe. So one tricky thing about Unit 4 is, because we're getting a little cramped on time here at the end of the semester, is we're going to be doubling up. So chapters 10 and 11 are going to be due on the same date. So for 10 and 11, you're going to have essays for each. You're going to have discussion posts for each. So those are going to be due on the same day. And then on 12 and 13, you're going to have a quiz and a discussion for chapter 12, and you're going to have just essay questions for chapter 13. And then per usual, for Unit 4, you're going to have a discussion assignment for the entire unit, and you're also going to have a Unit 4 test. So it's going to be just like all of the others, set up just like all the others, access it just like all the other tests that you've had so far this semester. So that's your Learning Unit 4. It's composed of 4 chapters, but we are going to be doubling up on our due dates for those. If you have any questions at all, let me know. Thanks and good luck.